What's up, y'all? Grieving after a failed adoption. It will look different for everyone, but for us, and then I can just really honestly speak for myself, it was hard. I felt like I wanted to just have a total breakdown, but I felt like it was unfair for me to have a breakdown. And I know that might sound crazy, but I felt like, you know, if I wanted to do what was in the best interest of the child, you know, despite my feelings, that me having a breakdown with self, I just told myself, you know, well, it's over. You know, I love him, and I hurt like, oh my God, I hurt like I've never hurt before. And like all those feelings deep down, like I just feel so broken and so alone. And even though people, I had, like, you know, people were calling to check on me, nobody could understand like how I felt, because nobody went through what I went through. And it's like, you don't want to keep telling people, oh, I'm sad because he's gone, because people that, you know, for me, I just don't feel like people just want to hear that. You don't want to be a complete buzzkill, you know what I mean? And like, I didn't want to like just give the whole situation the satisfaction to break me. But at the end of the day, it hurt. Like, that shit hurt. So he's been gone about 10 months. A month ago, guys, I was in Walmart and I was just getting my groceries. See this little baby, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, oh, that look like him, you know. And then like I look for some chips, you know, because I was making taco soup or something that day. I said, oh, that looks like him, you know, in my head. And then, but I'm just like, I'm looking for these tortilla chips. I have to go. I'm trying to run to this store on my lunch break. I only have a limited amount of time, and I'm at Walmart, and I'm praying they don't have a long line because I don't want to be late and everything. So I push back down the aisle, and I look up again, and this little baby, he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and it's like, it's almost like I was in a trance, you know. And I looked, and I was like, damn, that really looks like him, you know. And then I look up, and it's Bert's mom standing right there, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So like, I look up, and I look at her, she's looking at me, and I'm just like, what do I do, you know? It's like, and these are decisions you have to make in a split second. So I'm looking, and I'm just like, do I speak, you know? Do I not speak? So, you know, I was just like, hey, you know, and she was just like, hey, oh my God, and, you know, she runs up and she gives me a hug and things like that. And I just look at this child, I look at him, and it's just like, oh my God, he's like right here, you know. And it took everything in me to like hold it together, because like I could feel myself like just getting overwhelmed and shaking. And then I didn't want to rush the conversation, because I didn't want her, you know, I didn't want her to feel any kind of way. But, you know, again, me putting my own feelings on the back burner yet again. But, you know, I tried to hurry up and end the conversation as quickly as I could, as well as, you know, try to hold a decent conversation. But I don't know how successful I was. Whatever I had in my basket at the time is what I purchased. I actually was missing ingredients. Like, I just couldn't even think anymore after that. And when I got in the car, like, I just bawled. Like, man, when I tell you guys, I was just cried like a baby. Like, I cried. And then it was so weird, because Ashley, like, she called, like, as soon as I like pulled myself together enough to, because like I did it here again, I'm just like, I don't want them to walk out of, because she was there with somebody else, you know. And I was just like, I don't want them to walk out of this Walmart and see me in this car just like losing my shit, you know. I didn't want them to like see me like that, you know. So I was just like, pull myself together enough to like just crank up the car and just like go. So I cranked up, and I was just like, put myself together enough so I could drive. And then my phone rings, it's Ashley, and I'm just like, oh my God, guess who I just saw? And then she was just like, who, what? And I was just like, I just saw him. And she was just like, what, are you okay? And I was just like, I don't even know, like, I don't know if I'm okay. It was a very like bittersweet thing, but it was good to see him and know that he was okay, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like, I don't know if he's okay, You know, I don't have contact with his birth mother. You know what I'm saying? Even as much as I want to keep those lines of communication open, and as much as I want to be able to be a part of his life, it's just like I don't think it's in the cards, because when I'm in the right place to do it, I don't think she is. When she's in the place to do it, I don't think we are. So it's just like, I don't know if the stars ever align and we are able, you know, to be a part of his life, you know, I think that'll be nice, you know. But I can understand her reservations, you know what I'm saying, and I guess she can understand ours, but who knows? The world may never know. The whole reason I came on here today is because I'm a part of this failed adoption support group, and today in the group they were having a discussion about, you know, how do you keep your relationship together after you have a loss, because the grieving can be so different and it can literally tear you apart, because a lot of couples, they blame each other for what happened and everything like that. And I totally understand how, you know, something like this can like totally tear your relationship apart, because you take so much time building together, and then when you lose something, you both have to grieve, and you have to grieve in your own way. And because that doesn't look the same for everybody, it can be hard to even communicate with each other how you're feeling, or even like have intimate moments together, because you're grieving, you know. And I know one thing that we did was, like, I think maybe like 2 weeks or like shortly after, I'm not sure if it was like 2 weeks or a month after the failed adoption, we went away, just the two of us, and you know, we just tried to get back to us, like being at home, having people care about you and want to check on you, and having people not wanting to check on you, people that you feel like should be there for you not being there for you, like all of those things. And then being here was like hard, you know, and we just really needed to get away. Another thing for me with my grieving that like helped bring it out of me was when we were preparing for this when we were preparing this room for our foster care journey. We had to make space, because this room was a total nursery, so we had to make space for these beds to actually go here, and we had to rearrange this room. And like packing up all his clothes, because like we had so many clothes for him, like packing up all his clothes, like it just made me like have another breakdown. And that was not too long ago either. It was hard, you know. It was hard. I feel like when we had this failed adoption day, nobody's talking about it, you know. And I don't want to put it out there, like a part of me doesn't want to put this out there on the internet either, but I'm going to, and I'm going to do it because like I want everybody to know who's going through a failed adoption that you're gonna make it. You know, you can do this, you know, no matter what, you know, your situation is. Like for us, we lost money, and that money was for us to actually try in vitro, you know. But now all of that money is gone, you know, and I think a lot of people are in that same boat. And I just want you to know that you can make it. Like you're gonna bounce back, like you're gonna come back stronger and better than ever. It's only a small part of your story. Like I know it's hurting, I know it hurts, and it's gonna hurt. Like even if this just happened to you today, or if it happened to you yesterday, guess what? It's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt for a long time. I'm telling you. Like he's been going for 10 months and it still hurts me today, you know. So it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt for a long time. Will it ever stop hurting? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever stop hurting. You know, you lost a child, and you have a right to grieve the loss of your child. You deserve to be angry. You can be angry. You can be sad. You cannot even know how you feel. It's okay. Anybody out there going through the loss, you know, a failed adoption and feeling that loss of a child, that it's okay to feel however you feel, and don't let anybody tell you shouldn't feel like that. Yes, the birth mother decided to parent, and that's great for her, but at the end of the day, you are hurting too, and you lost something too. I can't say you lost more than she would have lost. I don't know. I don't want to be the judge of that, but what I can say is that you're hurting, and you deserve to feel your emotions, but you also deserve to be happy. So you cry, you get mad, you scream, you holler, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, when all those emotions move out the way, you have to get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, put some clothes on, put some deodorant on, girl, lotion yourself up, and you have to get up and you have to go outside, and you have to continue to live, because I'm telling you that this is just a small part of your story. And even though my home is empty, my baby beds are empty, my arms are empty, my bank account damn near empty, I just know that it's all gonna be like beautiful at the end. And I just want you to know that you're beautiful, and your story is gonna be beautiful, and even this hurt will just make it even more beautiful, you know. So I know that this was a long video and that maybe I rambled, but I just want you to know that you're loved, and you deserve the best things in life, and you deserve to be a mother, you deserve to be a father, you deserve to have a family that you want, and you will.